Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I think I found the perfect fabric for my special journal that I'm making here. So I'm using the shoe kit and then pages and things from the Patreon December kit, and I just think that this matches really well. It is a little lap quilt that I had in my stash. It is different all over the place, but this is what I would have as my cover right here. And then because this side is so beautiful, I was wanting to find something that I could put on the inside and you would still be able to have the be able to see what we had to begin with in here. And so I'm going to use this. This is it's like some pink vellum or something that was in my dad's stuff. And so I'm going to cut this at 9 inches. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this this right here. Let's see how. This is 12 inches. So for a regular journal that I make, I would usually go with 9 by 12. This one's going to end up probably being a little bit bigger than that, and that is because of how I want to use this here. Okay, so if I put this down, and I'm like, should I go with the raw edge? Should I? So I have this seam right here. It is out of the way of the 12 inch. And you see, I can get 4 out of this. And so I am probably going to put the 4 extra pieces up for sale. I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's go ahead and fold this in half. Okay. So this is going to be what is going to give me a little bit more stability to the front of to the cover of my journal. I'm kind of liking the way this edge looks. Now I could, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut it here, and I am going to try and fold it over and stitch it so that it goes underneath here. So, yeah, could be interesting. Because, of course, you know, it's not totally straight over here on this other side. If I'm straight, that's the thing about handmade, right? But look at that. Oh my gosh, with a panel on the front. So, yeah, so I'm probably going to do this in parts and then edit the video back together. I'm going to go, I originally was going to cut on the other side of this, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut right here. So, okay, now let's go ahead and line this up, and then we'll cut across. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're going to be able to fold this over and have it underneath here. I can probably glue it even. Okay, because this is how big I need my cover, okay? The 9 by 12 is what I what I need for a cover like this. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here so I don't lose it. But that will be my cover. Remember, we did the pages yesterday. I'm loving how this is coming along. Okay, so what I'm thinking is there's, like, I don't need the fluff in here for this part for coming over. And I can go ahead and cut out this middle piece and I can come back and use that. Okay, so we can go ahead and cut this. Let's see. Okay, we can go ahead and okay, so these are pieces I'm going to be able to come back and use for tag ties and things like that. Okay, so if I come in, I can come down right to about there. So let's go ahead. This is the inside piece of the quilt. Now, this is actually been quilted onto the front. So I'm cutting that. So I really want to make sure that I get the bulk off of this part. Okay. Okay, so I pulled the fluff. I don't know why the tips of these scissors don't work. Okay, I'm going to come in here and undo the stitching all the way up. Okay, so the stitching is done. I'm going to go ahead and poke this through. Okay, there. Then we'll come back, grab that. So that's going to give me some fabric that I can use somewhere else in the journal. So if you are going to participate in the January Just Junk Journal Challenge, I'm going to be giving clues in my the journals. In the videos that I'm making for the rest of December. So so this gives you an idea of the way to use up a quilt piece. Okay, now we are going to want to, we can go ahead, I'm going to cut that off, okay? This piece down here. Okay, I'll go there. I just want that bulk off. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut this in. Just trying to get that fluffy piece off, really. Might be time for new fabric scissors. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling this over. Okay, are we still within, make sure, let's see where we are. Okay. You know what? We can just pull this over and put it under there. Like that. Okay. That's what we're going to do. That'll be the easiest for that one. Now, take the snowy piece and put it over there. Okay, now for this direction, we gotta come in and undo some stitching where it's actually quilted. Okay, been quilted onto through both panels. Okay, and this is just my preference because I want a nice edge on this. Again, this journal is going to go out to my Pearl Patreon. She gets a journal each month that I make. And so this is her December journal, and it's actually it's a journal, and then she gets ephemera and embellishments to go with it. Okay, so it's a blank journal this month. Okay, so if you've checked out the Dear Julie Julie Patreon, at the Pearl level, you get a journal, a blank journal with ephemera each month. Your ephemera pack replaces the emerald ephemera pack. But the thing is the ones for the Pearl are actually made into things, and then they also sometimes get things to just like guest checks and things like that to add into the journal. And then okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut along here. And then every third month, they get a finished journal. Okay. And sometimes the finished journal is one that I've already made. Maybe it even was in the shop. Sometimes it's one that I am making. That's the $75 level. Plus they have access to all of the digitals and all the things. Okay. And sometimes she gets it before the videos for it go up, and sometimes after. Okay, so now I'm cutting off the fluff, the stuffing. This time it's like a felt. It might be, yeah, but it kind of feels like felt. Okay. This is interesting. Two pieces are sewn together right here to make this felt. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Okay. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to go ahead and just put, okay, this one, I think we'll go ahead and cut it along. And we could have doubled it like we did on the other side, but I don't think you're going to see it through the thing, but not really. I'm going to use the fabric tack. And of course, I'm going to be stitching this onto this. So So I filled the other one, but I didn't fill this. So hopefully today I'll remember to fill this. I'm going to go ahead and give, okay, and fabric tack. You guys, this is wonderful. Something happens and you can't use your sewing machine. You know, fabric tack was made to be able to use like stitching, okay? So, yeah, so don't be afraid to use it in that way. I actually, my sewing machine at one point did break down, and I made a whole apron using fabric tack, even the ruffles, even the ruffles on it. I'm going to go ahead, and that is just going to go and close just like that, okay? So this is going to go ahead and go down. We'll be able to push it over there, and look at, we'll have that beautiful edge on that side. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. Okay. We'll add the fabric tack all the way up this side. Okay, so that I kind of messed that up. That's okay. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Let's get this. Okay. Okay. We're going to fix the corner. Gobbledygook. There's one corner. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pull off this blue piece. And I'll be able to use this throughout the journal just like we did in the last one. Okay, so this is the piece that's on the inside. This is the piece that's on the outside. And so up here in this corner, gotta fix my corner. So I'm gonna put glue on this whole piece. I can start with the gobbledygook. So fabric tack continues to come out of the bottle after you've stopped, like a slow volcano. And I call that gobbledygook. Okay. We're going to go up, put this on the corner. Because sometimes you mess up the corners, or sometimes I mess up the corners. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one in. Okay. Push that down. Okay. And lay it down. Okay. So I fixed my corner. Okay. And then we decide, this is how I want it, I think. I want this to be the front. Wouldn't you agree? Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Okay. And then this is going to go down. Okay. And we're going to stitch that on there. Like that. And that will be our cover. Okay. And then, but before we do that, we're going to be making our cover panel, and we'll attach that. Yeah, so that is that. So, whoop. Fabric tack down. Don't want to lose it. Could happen in this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut across here. Make sure nobody's under it. Okay, and then okay, so I'll have this piece that I can use in the journal, and then this will be a piece that will go back in my stash, and it might show up at a Friday sale. Okay, so my first Friday sale will be in January, but I may go ahead and put some things up for sale in the crafty community. So there we go. As we lost a couple of sale days. Okay, so I'll have 3 of those. I want to check and make sure there's not something else that I need to use those with before I have them go away and then go, oh, I needed those. Okay, so yeah, watch for those. It's a possibility. Okay, so this is going to get put into this journal. And then this will be my cover. And of course you saw we have that other already ready. We could put this as the pocket on the inside, but I think that is a waste of really great material. 2 reasons. The main one being that it's going to end up being bulky. Okay. So this is like a thick vellum. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stitch that on because I think the cover panel, I can go ahead and glue that on here. Should be no problem. It's always interesting. It's like, I'm going to put this on here. Okay. Yeah, so watch for that. We'll be back. And we'll be back. So I have my cover. It is attached. And so, yeah, so usually if I do something else, I can go ahead and cut along the edge. What I probably will do is come in with some type of ruffle or lace or something to put over that. And yeah, to go. Okay, so this is the front. Okay, so this is gonna be the front, and you can still see inside here, which I really like. You know, could go ahead and come in with something. We've got all these pieces that we can use now. So the next thing is, get a look. Okay. I love the way this is going to look. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bind it. And, yeah, so that's how I would go ahead and fix a cover. Now I have these pieces that are already ready. Okay, so they're ready edges. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I really like that, and I already have I have that big of a piece. So and ready edges are attached to some type of paper, and that, oh, you know what? Let's just cut the string. Okay, so, and that is so that you can go ahead and put it right onto your journal. Okay, so may do that. Kind of like this. Kind of, ooh, look at that. That with that. So this is the other never-ending fabric. You know, we have the never-ending fabric that we've been using for a long time because it's a never-ending fabric. This I had done when I did the, yeah, look at that. Okay, so Okay, so we'll add that to my pile of things to use. I think we might be able to use these couple of pieces that are left from the circus journal. That would be awesome, just because that would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bind this, and we'll be back tomorrow with our next installment of making this journal. So this was taking that quilted piece and turning it into a cover. And I really like what I've got here. I'm actually tempted to see if I have any corners, metal corners. I don't think. I might have to buy myself some for Christmas. Oh, there's that one. So I could stick those on, and that would help. But I kind of don't like it on a soft cover. So anyway, stay tuned to this channel. We do a premiere or live every day except Sundays at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And so we take Sundays off to be with family. And yeah, so I may go ahead and stitch this piece over, because that's just, it's because of the way that I fixed the corner. So I'll fix it and let you know what I did. Okay, but there's my cover, and I do have 3 of these left. I'm going to decide what I'll do with them, so watch for those. And yeah, I love it. So on to the next thing that we'll be doing with this. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.